Alrighty guys, what's up? I'm here. It's been a bit. It's been like 3-4 days since the last stream. I'm still setting up a couple things, so just work with me a little bit longer and then we'll actually start doing a tier list, or at least updating it. That's the goal. Then afterwards, we're gonna be playing some Melty Blood. So, just need to check one more thing before we get started. Give me one more second, guys. Alright, looks like everything is working as intended, so let's get started. Okay, my screen is recording. Everything looks to be smooth. Got no frame drops. Alright. Do this. Oops. How do we do this again? There we go. That looks better. Alright, so actually I should probably pull this up on a second screen on my phone. That way I can see the comments. Let's do this. I'm gonna put that over here. Move you over here just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Looks like everything else is working as intended. So what's up, guys? I'm gonna give y'all a couple more, about a minute or two for everybody to accumulate, and then we're gonna get started. I know I usually start off right off the bat, but this is kind of an important topic to me, so I want to make sure that people don't miss the very beginning, because things in this tier list are gonna change a lot. I definitely have a lot more interesting things to say about characters now. So yeah, I think for a lot of characters they probably won't change that much, to be honest. But I do think a lot of characters are affected mostly by the latest patch, and then also just my more experimentation and then watching of others play Krillin. And some of these characters are more hypothesis than proven. And I'll definitely let you guys know about the characters I don't know too well. That way I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, this character is factually doesn't work with Krillin, or these two work fantastic with each other. Like some characters I straight up just don't know everything. It's just my hypothesis of how I think they should work together. And then also if if somebody wants to take the ropes and actually learn the shell, then and give you a couple things that they can and can't do based off of what I know about other characters, and then see if I can apply it to them as well. So yep, give it just another minute and then we will get started. So I definitely I think the biggest change is going to be probably the best tier. A lot of characters in this tier I'm probably going to be moving down just a little bit. They're not going to change too much, but I definitely do think there are a lot of stronger characters for Krillin than these guys, but I definitely still think they're good. Alright, I think enough time has passed and we can officially get started. So let's basically start from the top down. So first we have Vegito. So Vegito is pretty much going to stay exactly where he is. I don't think honestly, at this point, he's better than ever before. And so I think just him being a top 2 in the game just warrants him to be flexible with a lot of cast. His A assist is also really great for Krillin because it covers up tech, and if you're using Solar Flare pretty much anywhere near the opponent, Vegito A will always catch them. So having that as an auto confirm is really good. Vegito sets up Krillin's level 3 anywhere on screen. Very high damage from both characters, and Vegito can handle being on his own, and so he fits the role of an anchor. So Vegito's definitely a good pick for Krillin if you want to pick him up. Super Saiyan Vegeta. So I rated him so highly because of the level 3 synergy that he gives Krillin. And basically any combo that Vegeta can do, he can always set up Krillin's level 3. And I still think to this day that he's probably the best character at it, just for that fact alone. But in playing the SSJ and Krillin shell for a while, I definitely do think there are a lot of holes, mostly on Vegeta's side, not Krillin's side, that kind of pierces its way through. And so I don't think Vegeta is in the best category. I think he's in the great category for right now. The biggest weak points for this shell is Vegeta not being outdated as a character. His kicks have no projectile invul. You can combo anywhere on screen, which is good, which sets up Krillin even better. But his neutral is way too honest and straightforward for all the other top tiers in the game right now, and so he's just weaker by comparison. Krillin doesn't really give him mix, with assists, Beam, you can do kick into beam. You can do kick into beam and then, you know, get us like high-low, but it's not a 50-50. But super dash and assist does exist, so you can still do that. And if you run a assist, which I kind of recommend with SSJ, just so you can protect him and get combos off of anything. But if you run Krillin A assist, you're not mixing your opponent like at all. So there's some holes to this shell. I might even put him lower than great, put him in good, but I think for right now, just for how strong the level 3 setup is, I think he's still a great character for Krillin. But you still have to get around playing SSJ in the first place. And then as well, SSJ's assist is also problematic as well, because his C assist isn't really that great anymore. It's just outdated. No block stun. It's a DP assist, but it's too slow, and they nerfed the tracking on it, so it's not even as good as it was. B assist, we don't need to go over it. It's a terrible assist. Nobody should run it, like, at all. And then his A assist is outdated as well. It doesn't track like Janemba. You can reflect and super dash in the middle of it, so you're constantly playing the RPS game when you call it in the block string. Krillin does have really good anti-reflex, so if your opponent commits to a anti-reflect or reflect, Krillin can actually pull through, unlike a lot of characters in this game. But it's still an RPS situation that if you ran someone like Vegito A, that's super dashable as well, but it's one hit, so if you whiff your reflect, Vegito can punish you. It's like you don't really have to worry about that with SSJ, so his assist and the character himself on point is what drags him down just a little bit. So yeah. Android 18, she still stays in the best tier. Still a very strong point character, sets up Krillin's level 3 very easily. Her changes to 17 makes her special tag combos a lot better than before. She still has EX17 for Oki. The only thing about 18 is that if you want to use her optimally, you'll never really get the chance to use Krillin's level 3. So she's probably going to be at the end of the best tier, but for now she's going to stay next to Vegito. And then once we add more characters, then we'll start moving them around. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So Blue Vegeta, he's still a good partner for Krillin. Do I think he's still in the best tier? I think he's here. Yeah. The reason being is the fact that kind of like 18 and characters like Majin Buu, characters like, who's another character? Like Beerus, he requires meter to work, especially mid-screen with his Rekka mix. Vegeta can't get, 50-50s full like mid-screen like Gogeta can and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be a lot harder to mix the opponent, but at least he has the ability to mix up mid-screen, unlike SSJ Vegeta, where most of your quote-unquote mix-ups are reactable, stuff that anybody can block. So at least Vegeta has actual mix, and also his assist spread is a lot better for Krillin. So I do think I would rate him higher over SSJ, but only slightly. These two are pretty much like, if you want to argue one's over the other, I'm not gonna like tell you you're wrong, But I do think Blue Vegeta is slightly better for Krillin, ever so slightly. If you want to run a conventional Dragon Ball team, you run Blue Vegeta. If you want to run a Krillin focused team, I'd suggest SSJ. But yeah. Next, UI Goku. UI Goku goes way lower. He's been adapted to. He's definitely a lot weaker than what he was. He still sets up Krillin really nicely, but it's like, I don't And the thing is that UI doesn't really have a role. Like you can here's the thing, you can stick him anywhere. I think he's one of the few characters that you can stick anywhere on a team and he'll be fine. But it's like, I just don't think he's up to par with the other top tiers right now. So he's gonna go down a little bit. Well, actually, quite a lot. I think this tier list is gonna move a lot, but I think he's probably like around here, maybe even like here. But I'll keep him in great because at least he can set up Krillin's level 3 anywhere on screen, and without doing a side switch combo, Krillin can always get 4-way mix up in the corner because Goku switched sides on his DHC. So you'll always get Krillin's like optimal level 3 Oki without even trying really, because UI's combos are very, very easy to do. So UI is going to go down a lot, but this part is going to change a lot. So yeah, that's UI Goku. SSJ, still the same character. I believe this character is really good right now. A lot of people keep telling me he's not that great because he doesn't have 50-50s, and I am a personal believer that you don't need 50-50s all the time to be a good character, because heck, even SSJ4 Gogeta doesn't even have 50-50s by definition. A lot of his stuff is technically reactable, it's just that he has so many layers that a lot of stuff is you're not predicting, and SSJ kind of fits into that mold, but a lesser version. I think he's a lot less layered than SSJ4, but in response to that, I think his neutral is overall better than SSJ4, and so I think he's still a good character right now. So he's definitely still one of the best characters for Krillin. Sets up level 3 anywhere. All 3 of his assists works well with Krillin, and then SSJ is also an anchor. Well, actually, he fits anywhere on the team, I should say. He fits anywhere. So you can pretty much run Krillin mid, which I plan on doing a position tier list, you know, where characters fit on a team. And I'm just going to spoil Krillin's position right now. I think he's a mid-only character. He wants to be tagged in with a level 3, or at least that's how I think Krillin should be played, to get his optimal stuff. So you want characters that can do that, and then also I don't think he's strong enough as an anchor to put him confidently there. Like, if your other characters are mids to points, then yeah, you can stick Krillin on there, but I don't think he's good as an anchor. He doesn't have anything that's really degenerate to get the hit, and then also his neutral can suffer against the top tiers like Vegito, Android 21, Gogeta, all those characters. So I don't think he's strong enough to be an anchor either, and so I think he's solely a mid character. So characters being point and anchors are really, really important for Krillin, and SSJ fits both those roles. So yeah, SSJ doesn't really change. Android 16. So 16 is actually gonna go higher. I think he's probably here. Yeah, I think I would rate him over 18. Mostly because he's not meter hungry like 18. And then also, if you're running 16 point, you can always use Krillin's assist to finish his combos, which he doesn't really need help ending his combos anymore with his J2H change. So he can always set up Krillin, but if you ever need the assist, you always got it. And then 16 can also be run as an anchor because he has a command grab and has a 2L low, so he can always stagger and mix you with the command grab. So 16, just a stronger character overall, and his assists are good with Krillin as well. So yeah, 16 got a little bit better in my eyes, and I've been running that shell for a little bit, and I really do think that Krillin 16 works really good. And then the last character in the best tier is Master Roshi. Roshi is weird. He definitely got a lot better than what he used to be. He's a lot better as a point character. As an assist character, he is far, far weaker than what he used to be. Um, but do I think he's still in the best tier? Honestly, I would say yes. Roshi can fit anywhere on the team, to me. I think the fact that he can't, like, without assist, he can't really hit you most of the time. But his neutral is so fundamentally different and has so many tools, like his lightning surprise attack. He has 6S. He has a beam, so super dash isn't a problem. He has his own super dash, works differently, so he can never really get command grabbed by like people like Z Broly, Gogeta, 18, you know, those characters. So you can't really ever be command grabbed. And then even though his buff form actually got nerfed, it's still an okay reversal option. So Roshi still works on any position, and I still think he's in the best tier. The only thing about Roshi is the fact that he requires 2 bars to set up Krillin, but I think the damage he does with the level 2 combined with the level 3, the damage you get is so high that after you DHC with those 2, the next mix-up you do is going to kill no matter what your starter is. If you start with the 2L low, 5M, 5H, if you end with Roshi and the Krillin, your opponent's going to die the next hit. So I do think that this shell works really well. And yeah. I definitely think... Do I think 18 is better than SSJ for Krillin? Yeah. 18 is definitely a lot stronger than SSJ, so I'd probably keep her there. Alright, so we already talked about Vegeta, so Gogeta Blue. Gogeta Blue goes into best tier. 50/50s anywhere on screen, high damage, very good tag synergy, assist spread really good for Krillin. His B assist can be problematic with the amount of range it has, but his A assist is really good. And then if you're about that life, I guess you can run his C assist. Solar Flare plus C assist covers up tech, so if your opponent mashes, or tries to up tech, you know, out of your pressure, then Gogeta will catch them and then you can get a combo. But Gogeta is arguably the best point character in the game right now. Arguably, I think there are certain characters that can compete with him in terms of being a point character, but I think it's pretty clear that he's top three point characters right now, if not straight up the best. And so having a very strong point character works wonders for a mid like Krillin. So Gogeta Blue is definitely a lot higher than he was before. Dragon Ball Super Broly. I don't think he's higher. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that. Super Broly doesn't really change that much. I still think he's a strong character. His damage output is really high. It's pretty much the same thing I said about Roshi. If you DHC from Broly to Krillin to set up his level 3, the next hit will always kill. Always. Broly does so much damage that after the setup, you do your 4-way mix, and if your opponent doesn't block, Krillin is going to be able to kill them. Like, no matter what. So I think that's what makes this character very high. The problem is that his frame data as a character isn't that great. His neutral is very straightforward. Nothing really degen to pull back on, like SJ's forward tackle, Vegito's kicks, split finger shot. Hell, 16's command grab goes to projectiles. Like, Broly doesn't really has anything like that. So neutral can definitely be an issue. But I mean, if you're running Broly point, Krillin mid, Krillin's 2 assists, the Bean and Kamehameha, can help with that. But yeah, I definitely think Broly's still a strong partner, just not in the best tier. He's like on the very edge of being in the best tier. Kid Buu. I'd probably put Kid Buu here. I definitely underestimated this character, and Krillin actually kind of fixes his problem. So I still think Kid Buu is a very strong character right now. I think people are just flocking to fusions right now, but Kid Buu is still strong. His main issues, that being his damage, and then also they nerfed his super attacks. One does less damage, and the other, his level 3, does a happy birthday. Krillin kind of fixes those problems with his level 3 being able to suck characters in. And then with Kid Buu's damage problem, if you know how to do Krillin's rejumps, you can always just tag in Krillin whenever you need to kill. You know, if you like do Kid Buu, like say like you're staggering with Kid Buu, and then you do EX Ball, tag in Krillin, do his rejump, and then instantly your damage goes higher. So Krillin be able to rejump pretty much on any hit with Kid Buu, just increases the damage of this shell. And then as well as Kid Buu's A assist works really well with Krillin because he has a 2L low, so he can set up the normals in the Kid Buu A, and then you super jump flow 4-way mix with Krillin. So yeah, and then Kid Buu is also good as a point character, which sets up for Krillin's level 3 very nicely. So Kid Buu is definitely one of the best characters. He might... Do I think he's stronger than 18 as... It's a really close battle. 18 is definitely more meter hungry than Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu beats her out slightly, but you can make an argument, and I won't necessarily disagree. I don't think I would disagree fully if you think 18 is stronger for Krillin than Kid Buu, but I think Kid Buu slightly edges her out, just very slightly. Kefla, she is probably... I definitely think she's stronger than SSJ. Honestly, I think she's one of the best, actually, taking everything into effect. She kind of has the same problem as SSJ Vegeta, where she's a lot more fundamental based and a lot of her stuff is reactable. But unlike SSJ, she has the damage to compete with other characters. She has actual special properties on her special moves. She has a standing overhead. Her Ki Blast game is slightly better. She has an actual projectile that goes through Ki Blast and Super Dash. She has a plus on block move. She has, the auto combo, which can snipe people if they're not looking for it. And she has Hell Zone, so she has a lot more stuff than SSJ Vegeta. Do I think she's better than SSJ Goku? Probably not. This list is probably not going to be... This list is definitely a lot more flexible than my other tier lists. There are a lot of characters in here that you can make the argument that they should be higher or lower, and I won't necessarily disagree. But I think I like Super Saiyan over Kefla right now. So yeah, Kefla, definitely really strong for Krillin. And then also she has good assists with Krillin as well, so you're not suffering on the support side. Bardock, he's gonna go down. Probably to basic. I might move him up to good, but right now, Bardock and Krillin, not the strongest, obviously, Bardock's Lariat being probably the fastest Lariat in the game, excuse me, definitely works well with Krillin's A assist. You can kind of do some degenerate stuff with it, but other than that, I don't really see this shell in particular doing anything too great. Bardock doesn't really get any real mix off Krillin, and vice versa. Well, actually, that's technically not true, because Bardock B gives Krillin the ability to super jump float, but other than that, the Saturn G is just not as strong as I thought. And then also in the corner, Bardock has to do certain routes to set up Krillin. You've learned some good Krillin tech from me, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Krillin's my favorite character in the game, so I definitely want to help people learn them and, you know, just increase the Krillin population overall. But thanks for the compliment, dude. So yeah, Bardock definitely not one of the stronger ones now, and it's also because Bardock is just not as strong as he used to be. That also affects it as well. So if Bardock got some meaningful buffs, which they're probably not gonna change the game at all from this point, but if he ever did get buffed, he'd probably be a lot higher. But for right now, he's just in the basic tier. Jiren. Jiren's gonna stay where he is. Very good assists, high damage, good assist spread. The only thing that Jiren is missing is his command grab. That is it. If his command grab actually worked and actually was a threat, he'd probably be here, to be honest. I think the synergy with these two are very high. It's just that Jiren himself brings down the shell, and I think that that's definitely not, when you're looking for a shell, you want characters to be strong on their own, but together they make your team work. And Jiren and Krillin can make a team work. It's just that you have to play Jiren. Yeah, it's like you have to play Jiren, and that's kind of the issue. So Jiren's definitely not, a bad partner, but he's definitely not touching the best tiers right now. You hate that you use Krillin with the characters you don't recommend: Goku Black, Trunks, or Videl. The thing is, Videl, spoiler alert, Videl's gonna raise a lot higher. There's been some tech with Videl that other people have been made, so Videl might move up a little bit. Goku Black and Trunks, they're gonna move up a little bit, just a tiny bit, but yeah, Trunks and Goku Black, yeah, if you play those two, you're just playing the Dragon Ball shell. You're not really focusing on what makes Krillin great, but it can work. It can work. I definitely kind of capped on that. I don't think any character is unusable with Krillin because he's just too flexible of a character, but there's betters. There are better characters than others. There's definitely better characters. Teen Gohan, I put him down here. Good character with Krillin. Sets up Gohan's kick 50/50s, high damage. This is the initial list. Yeah, I'm moving stuff around, just to fit my new perspective. I don't know if you were here before, but I've changed the list quite a lot from what it was before. Actually, I'll pull up the original after I'm done with the whole tier list. I'll pull up the original so we can compare the two. But yeah, it definitely changed a lot. Teen Gohan, yeah. So Teen Gohan, mid-screen sets up Krillin's level 3. Damage is high. The only thing I don't like about Teen Gohan with Krillin is some of Teen Gohan's routes aren't very how do you say it? How do I say this? Some of Team Gohan's routes needs assists to finish, right? And Team Gohan is a point character by nature. I don't think anyone's gonna argue that. So it's not gonna be an issue all the time, but like, say like for instance, like you tag in Krillin, and then somehow he dies. Yeah, you just got here. Yeah. Once I finish, I'll show the original list. But like, say for example, like you're running your shell, and then your anchor and Krillin dies, and then Team Gohan's your very last character. He is gonna suffer a lot against the top tiers. He's not gonna fare well, and I think that's what's gonna bring him down, down a tier. He's just not strong enough to compete with top tiers on his own, but together they work pretty well. I definitely do think the assist spread on this shell is definitely a lot weaker. I don't really think any of Team Gohan's assists are particularly great with Krillin. DP assist is a DP assist, so it works, you know, it's a universal assist basically. B assist is a key blast, so your pressure is not real, but Krillin has good anti-reflex, so it's not a huge deal, but it's definitely something to make worthy of. And then his C assist is a C assist, so I'm not a fan of them, but if you run a C assist, it'll work fine. But Team Gohan is not as strong as I thought, but he's still good. Who's next? Broly? Broly is probably gonna go here over Jiren. Broly's mix-up potential with Krillin's level 3 is way more limited. It's only in the corner, and then only after certain setups. But I think Broly is just that strong of a character where that particular part of the team doesn't really affect the overall. Because Broly's Broly is so simple. Like, Broly is literally, I get close, I punch you or I grab you, and then far away, don't super dash me. That's literally Broly's game plan, and it works really well with Krillin. Vice versa, Krillin on point with Broly in the back. His assist covers Krillin very, very well. His assist counters Ki Blast, so if you want to zone Krillin for doing like JS and 6S and all that stuff, Broly will completely negate all their zoning options against you. So, actually, Broly? Nah, I ain't gonna put him higher. But yeah, Broly definitely covers Krillin's neutral more than a lot of other characters. Like, Kid Buu doesn't really help Krillin neutral that much, but the mixed potential is so high that it kind of doesn't matter. I think everybody else covers it though. Probably not SSJ. But yeah, Broly's definitely up there with helping Krillin in neutral. Alright. Beerus. Beerus, Beerus is an interesting pick. I'm not sure whether to put him higher or keep him here. I don't think he's good. He's definitely in a great category. I just don't know where. The problem I have with Beerus and Krillin is the fact that Beerus is very, very meter hungry. And so that can affect the team a lot, especially if you're focusing on the Krillin aspect of the team. And so if we're focusing on that part, he's probably like here. Like at the very edge of great. But the things he can do, like what Beerus can do as a character, like he's probably like here. Maybe even higher. Like this. Like he 50-50s you pretty much anytime he touches you. His orbs, if you know how to use them, can definitely snipe people in neutral without using meter. And then also, Beerus is kinda kind of a universal character. I've seen Beerus Anchor run a lot, so he can definitely work. Especially with his orb setups, if you know how to use them, like your opponent basically cannot mash or reflect you, and so limiting characters or player options as an anchor is very, very important to their viability. So I'd probably put Beerus here, just for the character strength alone, and then the assist spread isn't that bad either. But Beerus is definitely meter hungry. Definitely meter hungry. It's a toss up. I don't know. I think I'll put him here. Yeah, I think I'll put him in front of SSJ. I think SSJ just needs to be a better point character. That's it, but he's not. So he kind of gets beaten out by a lot of characters. Whew. God, my voice is starting to hurt, guys. Holy shit. Dang, how far are we into this stream? What has it been, like 40 minutes or so? Android 17. Alright, 17 is definitely a character I know very, very little about. So he's definitely going to be a character that is more of a hypothesis than anything. He's probably here. I definitely don't think it was as high as earlier. I remember the exact reason why I put 17 so high is the level 3 setup is really good with this character. The problem is it only works mid-screen, and it only works after a very specific setup, which doesn't make you a great partner because very specific setups are specific by nature. And so if it's not something you can do off of anything, I don't think you fit in the great category. But 17 is just not a character I know too well. So I'm definitely going to keep him at the top of good, because I think the character strength itself just makes him that good. But as for like specific stuff like Rekka stuff, I don't know. 17 is definitely a hypothesis type of pick. You know, if 17 players can actually make me wrong, then yeah, I'll definitely move him upward. But for right now, he's good. He's good with Krillin. Just not great. He's just good. Nappa. I think he's gonna stay where he is. Yeah. I think Majin Buu and Nappa literally fulfill the exact same role, in the fact that with this team, with the shell, you run Krillin A assist, and then you use that assist to set up Krillin's Fat Toss, and then Nappa's Cyberman, and you basically run their game plan from there. Krillin himself doesn't really factor into that. Actually, no. Krillin's mix level 3 doesn't really factor too much into what these characters do, because you're going to be using meter to set up what they like to do most of the time. But it's still an option. So, actually, I should probably... yeah, I'm going to keep them in great tier. Because what they do specifically is so, like the resets and mix that Nappa and Buu gets from Krillin, it's just freaking crazy. So I'll keep them there. Dude, I think UI. I might actually move UI down here. I don't know. UI just doesn't seem impressive to me anymore. Yeah, I think I'm like him at the end. Go Tanks. Here. Probably here, actually. Probably here. The thing about Gotenks, and the reason why I rate him so highly, is once again character strength. Gotenks was arguably top 10 in the last patch, and now he's fallen off really hard right now. Him losing Universal Ghost Oki hurt him a lot. The only thing is Gotenks can set up Krillin very easily. He's basically SSJ with the tax energy. Can always get it off of every combo. The problem is you have to play Gotenks, and Gotenks kind of got snuffed this last patch. So if you're playing Gotenks, just know that you're not gonna be able to lock down opponents like you used to. But it definitely can work. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with Gotenks and Krillin. And also the assists are problematic. A assist would be good with Krillin, because it's basically like Kid Buu, but worse. it's the worst Kid Buu A. So it's, you know, pick your poison. B assist is a lot more universal. So if you're playing Gotenks Krillin, then you want to use B assist, to be honest. It's just way more universal and easy to handle. I'd probably I'll put him here. Actually, no, I'll put 17 higher. Actually, 17's stronger than Gotenks right now. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now we're getting on to the good characters. So, base Vegeta. Base Vegeta shot up way high. Way higher. And the main reason for this is, I remember specifically when I was doing my first tier list, I didn't factor in Vegeta's Galick Gun with Stomp sets up Krillin's 50 4-way mix anywhere. Because what I did is I used EX Stomp into Throw into level 3, which sets it up as well. But if you do just Stomp into Galick Gun, it's literally, you're a lot closer to your opponent, and there's no timing for it. It's auto-timed. So, being able to do that anywhere on screen is just insane. Factor in with Vegeta's high damage, mix-up potential. Vegeta can 50-50 with Krillin, with Disc into Beam. Just a weaker Gogeta Blue, basically. But then also, his A assist is really good for Krillin. It covers the airspace. So if you call base Vegeta, and then you're Krillin on the ground, and you do 5S, sorry. If you do 5S base Vegeta, you basically cover the entire screen. And then if your opponent gets clipped, then you could vanish, confirm, and then there you go, got hit. So Vegeta definitely went way higher. He was like here. He was here, and like now he's here. Like I think base Vegeta is a fantastic partner for Krillin, as well as he's a point character, so he's not fighting for the mid spot like some other characters like S. Broly. I'd argue Beerus fights for the mid spot. Nappa kind of fights for it too, and then UI Goku. Like there's certain characters here that fights for the middle spot that they would like to be in. But base Vegeta doesn't have that problem because he works fantastically as a point character. So, yeah, base Vegeta got way better in my eyes. He's definitely one of the stronger partners for Krillin. Oh shit, my voice is giving out. Holy crap! How long have I been talking for? Holy shit! All right, Blue Goku. Blue Goku. Where would I put Blue Goku? This might take me some time. I gotta think here. Blue Goku. Okay, I think Blue Goku should be here. I think Blue Goku's here. The main reason is, once again, Blue Goku's strength as a character himself. He's arguably a Z tier character right now. But as well as him being straight up really good is his assist. His A assist works really good with Krillin. You might not be able to fully mix up like with like Bardock B or Base Vegeta A or something like that. The fact that it tracks the entire ground means that Krillin's neutral is a lot better with it, which is really important for Krillin's neutral, because he has potential good neutral. It's just that you need stuff to cover him, and then also your reactions have to be on point. And Blue Goku kind of fixes that. So he's definitely a great partner, but definitely he doesn't compete with these guys, because his level 3 Oki is corner only, kind of like Z Broly, and then it can also be variable. It's not auto times, but if you do it in the corner, you get incredible mix up off of it. So he's probably actually I'd put him here. Actually, yeah, I put him there. Blue Goku, definitely a strong pick for Krillin, and then also he's not fighting for the mid spot. Once again, he's a point character, so he's not fighting for a spot like he's not fighting for the middle spot. Base Goku. He's gonna stay where he is. I don't think he needs to be moved at all. Very strong character. Command grab, 50-50s, yada yada yada. We all know what Base Goku can do. The only problem with this shell is you cannot use Spirit Bomb as a DHC. If you run this shell, you're relying on Krillin's Chain Destructo Disc and then Goku's Kaioken Super to really stack on that damage, which, you know, if you have the bar, you know, you're gonna kill. But the fact that you can't just, you know, just do one disc into Spirit Bomb definitely hurts the shell. So he's, I think, well, actually, I'll put him at the top of good, because if you have the meter, you can definitely stack on the damage with Base Goku. You can definitely do it to make it somewhat comparable to the Spirit Bomb level 3. But once again, you gotta have the meter for it. Other than that, it's just, you know, an average shell. It's good, but not great. Oh yeah, also Goku's A assist is also really good for Krillin. It sets up block strings very well. Sets up mix very well sets up mix it very well. Sorry. And then yeah, that's Base Goku. Definitely a strong duo indeed. Cell. Cell is another character I don't know too much about. What I do know is Cell can suffer in neutral. So, having Cell not fight for the mid spot is good, because you can use Krillin to compensate for that. To my knowledge, Krillin's B assist doesn't have enough block stun to set up Cell's 50-50 like legit. To my knowledge, I could be wrong. But I definitely don't think the shell is good enough to be in the great tier. And it's not really anyone's fault, really. It's just other characters are just better. Well, actually, no. I mean, the damage isn't a problem. Neutral can be a problem. Neutral can definitely be a problem. if I'm just gonna assume his 50/50s, Cell's 50/50s work. If it does, he's probably here. Cell's A assist is good for Krillin. His B assist is good. It's very fast. Cell can give Krillin level 3 Oki in the corner, and it's very easy, auto timed. So he's kind of like in a Broly situation where in the corner it's very, very good. Mid screen is okay. He definitely doesn't help Krillin in neutral like Broly can, but once you're in with Cell, if the 50/50 does work, then you're cooking. You're definitely cooking once you're in on your opponent. But yeah, Cell, definitely a good partner. So yeah, that's Cell. Give me 1 sec, guys. Actually, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Just had to turn my light on so I can actually see in my room. Let's see if there's any other notifications real quick. My phone hasn't been charging at all. I need to get my phone fixed. Okay. Before we continue, how's everybody? I know I've been going on a roll here, so I kind of want to keep up with chat, just so I'm not talking y'all guys' ear off. How y'all doing? Is everything good? Is my voice and music good? I've been chatting for quite a while, so I should have brought some water with me. Holy crap. So how's everybody right now? Everything good? Alright. God. You waiting for me to talk about Tien? Yeah, we're definitely we're getting close. We're getting close to Tien. I don't want to throw my voice out. I know I've been talking for quite a while, so I didn't want to talk your guys' ears off. So that being said, let's keep this thing going, shall we? Next we have Android 21 Lab Coat. So I've also been playing with this shell. 21 Lab Coat is definitely, she's like here. The reason I say this is her level 3 Oki is only in the corner, and it's kinda situational, kinda. It depends on the hit stun of your combo. If the hit stun's too low, it probably won't work. I've seen it whiff a couple of times, but it's not too inconsistent where it's not viable. Her A assist works really well with Krillin. Can float mix off of it. And then 21, just as a character, innately, being the best character in the game, just makes this shell just that much stronger. So Lab Coat definitely a lot higher than what I thought previously. And yeah, Lab Coat is just very simple, just by design. So there's not really much to talk about her with, but she's good. It's good. Super Baby 2. Definitely a character I underestimated, and he's probably here. I think he's one of the best partners for Krillin in the entire game. His B assist works really well with Krillin. Gives him block stun, tracks anywhere on screen, so Solar Flare will always be a threat. Helps out in neutral with 5S. You know, if you do 5S, Baby B, you can super dash it, you know, because it doesn't have the tracking it used to be. So if you like commit to a super dash to avoid Baby, that's just a 2H for Krillin. And if they sit there and block, then you can just vanish, and then now you're in. So Baby definitely helps Krillin out in neutral. And then on the opposite end, Baby's neutral is already good on his own, but adding a beam assist on top of it just makes it like really hard to deal with for a lot of characters. And then Baby setups his only corner as well, but the amount of bar he builds, like, it's insane. Like I've seen combos where he builds 3.25 of meter per combo. Like, it's actually insane. So like if you fully optimize Baby as a point character, you will always have the meter to level 3. Like, always. It's not even an issue. And I think that is what makes him very good. He kind of fights for the middle spot with Krillin, but I definitely think you can run him anywhere on a team and you'll be fine. So Baby isn't really fighting for a position, but it's definitely a thing. Oh god. Alright, Hit. Hit is another character I don't know too well. He does set up Krillin level 3. So he's probably like here, just innately. It works anywhere on screen. But the thing is that his A assist, even though it's a very good A assist, like really good, for Krillin specifically, I think it's just average. It's an okay assist. You can get away with it. But definitely not the strongest. Krillin A with Hit is actually kind of stupid. Like if you side switch with Hit and then you call Krillin, like you can mix up your opponents very well. It's just that I just don't know enough about Hit to make a very confident statement on him. So he's probably here. I just don't know if he's up here yet. He's definitely a very strong character. I just don't know enough about Hit to say he's a great partner with Krillin. But him being a point character, well, he's mostly a point character. I've seen him run as a mid, but Hit with Krillin's rocks is actually really stupid. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff, like left right mix, like for days. Like, it's actually crazy. For that, he's probably like here, but I don't feel. I mean, like I said, Krillin's a very flexible character, so it's not impossible to like make that shell work. It's just like I don't know enough about Hit to say he's higher than this or like here. Yeah, I think I'll put him here. Okay. Tien. We're on the Tien. So, Ryan, are you still here? I'm about to go over Tien. It's Tien time. So, Tien Shinhan. He is... Put 21 higher? Yeah, I'm gonna... I haven't got to her yet. I'm on Tien right now. Teen Gohan as well? Teen Gohan. 17 is definitely... I don't 17 is definitely a character I don't know about, but why Teen Gohan should be higher? I don't know. I can see the potential. It's just like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Put Videl in top tier. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna change Videl. Definitely gonna change Videl. Gives meterless for Vitamin Mix. Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't need to use the EX1. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I can't. Do I think he's higher than Broly? I don't know. Broly's A assist is like really good for Krillin, so I don't know if I can put him higher than Broly. And then Broly just like he's simple by design. Put Kid Buu way down because he sucks at rocks. Well, the thing about Kid Buu is like that's true, but I would just say run B assist, and then in the corner you get the EX ball being 50-50. And then also Krillin with A assist, you can get the 4-way mix. And then also he sets up Krillin's level 3 anywhere on screen with both supers, with the air and ground super. There's no reason to play Krillin if you're gonna use B. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Just play a better beam character. Yeah, but you can say that about a lot of other characters with similar assists. And beams by nature is still a good assist. Like I don't agree with that. A assist is his only assist? Nah, bro. Nah, I definitely don't agree with that. Nah. And you do say that? I mean, like that part I completely understand. But just because he has similar assists to other people doesn't bring him down as a character. I definitely don't agree with that part. Put Trunks in A, gives him value. I'm gonna get to those characters, but I'm kind of going in order. All right, so Tien. Tien. Where would I place Tien? Honestly, he's here. Not that much higher. I can't like, dude, Tien Krillin is good. The damage is really high, but that's really about it. Outside of that, he has Crane Strike, so you can set it up with B assist, but you know, this is good. But if you're running Tien on a team, most likely he's gonna be your anchor, so you'll never really get to use it with Krillin most of the time. But it definitely still is a thing. And also he doesn't set up Krillin with level 3 like at all, so that's an issue. So Tien's good with Krillin, But if you're running Tien Krillin, you're playing a Dragon Ball team. You're not playing a Krillin team by nature, because he doesn't really do anything specific to help Krillin, and vice versa. It's just a good show, just good. That's what I would describe Krillin and Tien, just good. Um, yeah, I feel comfortable with that. Tien Krillin's just good. Adult Gohan, he is. You think Tien Krillin is good, but they both need meter. Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Um, Sucks you like both characters. I mean, here, like, anybody good and above, well, maybe even basic and above, it's still good. Like, you can run the shell. Like, if you want to run, like, Zamasu, Gogeta, and then you just run, like, Blue Gogeta, like, that team will, like, work. Like, I don't think anyone's, like, bad necessary for Krillin. It's just that there's just characters that are better, just overall, for synergy-wise. Have we talked about 16? Yes. 16 definitely moved a lot higher. With his recent buffs, he doesn't need assists or meter to end combos. So that means you can save up for Krillin's level 3, which he can set up anywhere on screen. His A assist and B assist works really well with Krillin. And then the damage output for both of these characters is high, so you're always two touching. And the neutral game can be very hard, because it depends on what assist you're using. If you're using 16B, neutral isn't a problem. If you're running A assist for the mix, neutral can be a problem. But it just depends on how you build your team with these two characters. So it depends, but 16 is definitely a really good partner right now. And the fact that 16, like, I already thought he was one of the best partners, but they buffed him even more. So now he's like, he's definitely like one of the top two partners right now. Adult Gohan. Honestly, I'm gonna keep him here. Very, very meter dependent. And the setup, you can't really set up, to my knowledge, you can't set up Gohan's potential Unleash Super with Krillin, because the Destructo Disc doesn't keep the opponent in place long enough. And so if you don't really have like a safe DHC option for Gohan, the team doesn't really work as well. And so, like, if Krillin could set up Gohan's potential Unleash, like, safely, like, no matter the situation, he'd probably be, like, here. But he doesn't. But Krillin does get mixed from Gohan, like, mid-screen and in the corner. Well, actually, yeah, because EX Legs works mid-screen. But he's just very meter dependent. If you're playing Gohan, you're playing a Gohan team. That's basically how it is. It's not like with Krillin, where if you're on Krillin and these characters, you're playing a Krillin team. If you play Gohan, you're playing a Gohan team. Like, you can't just stick him on a team and then he just works. Like, you have to build a team around him, and Krillin doesn't really do that. So, if you were to run a team with Krillin 16, what would the third character be? Any character in the top two are good, are great partners. So, if you want to run, like, Gogeta Blue, Krillin 16, like, that's a fantastic team. Very well-rounded, everybody works with everybody, and you'll get the job done. Base Vegeta, Krillin 16, good. 18 Krillin 16, good. 16 Krillin Roshi can work, and vice versa. You can put Roshi as your point, and that'll work. Basically, anybody in the best tier with 16 works. These characters you kind of have to build in a certain way. 16 has to be a point for most of these characters. Broly has to probably be your anchor. His meter gain is not that high. You can run him as a point 16 anchor. Same with Beerus, SSJ. Lab Coat, you can stick her anywhere. Broly has to be your anchor. Point character, point character. Yeah, Jiren's point character. He's not an anchor. Blue Goku, you could definitely make work as an anchor, but 16 is just better at it. Hit, point character. Nappa, Boo, UI, point. So, anybody in the top 2 tiers works. So yeah, 16, very good, very flexible. So yeah, Gohan, very meter dependent. If you play Gohan, you're playing a Gohan team, not a Krillin team. So that's the main issue with Gohan. And then we already talked about Bardock, so we don't need to talk about him. Android 21. Here, I'm kind of comfortable with that. She gives Krillin the level 3 mix, which is very important. Her A assist is basically worse Broly, so it'll help him out in neutral. The damage is good. A assist helps 21 with her steals very, very easily. That's all I got about to say. 21's just 21. She just does what she does. She does it well. Her nerf definitely hurt, but you could just tag in Krillin, and then you can still get mix from it. And then 21 is pretty universal. Run as a point, middle, or anchor. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's 21. She's definitely a lot higher than what I give her credit for, but she's definitely not touching these characters up here for now. What did Muffin say about... Oh yeah, Videl. Yeah, I'm gonna get to her later. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's 21. Next we have Zamasu. Zamasu, I'm gonna admit right now, I know very little about the character. I'm definitely not up to snuff. All I do know is that number 1, the A assist is very good with Krillin, basically Z Broly. The damage is very high with this team. And Krillin's A assist sets up Zamasu very well for the Wall of Light combos. The only problem is I have with Zamasu Krillin is number 1, Krillin doesn't get any level 3 Oki from Zamasu. And then number 2, this team is the shell is very meter dependent. So it's kind of like the same thing with Gohan, where if you're playing Zamasu, you kind of want to play a Zamasu team. It's not as bad as Gohan, but it's still a thing. Actually, his assist probably makes him like here. I should say he's higher than UI. You know, it's just very meter dependent with this shell that kind of shoots it. But you know, you can make it work. Krillin does build 2 bars a meter per combo, so it's not, you know, terrible, but it's definitely a thing. Like I said with Gohan, if you're playing Zamasu, you're gonna be playing a Zamasu team, not vice versa. So the only reason why he's this high is that his A assist for Zamasu is really, really good for Krillin. Other than that, actually, I'd probably put him here, honestly. Just a tad bit higher. Yeah, it's yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. GT Goku. GT Goku. I think I'm gonna keep him where he is. The GT Goku, no level 3 mix. His assists are good, but nothing to write home about. Actually, yeah, well, Bardock can set up the level 3 Oki, so. And then GT is. Actually, can he? I'm pretty sure GT can use Power Pull with B assist to get mixed, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it works, but I don't think that's enough to bring GT any higher, sadly. But then again, his routes are good, a lot better now. But the fact he doesn't set up Krillin's level 3 is a very, very problematic. So I think I'll keep GT where he is. Yamcha. Ooh. Somebody just subbed. Oh, wait, 1 sec. Oh, thanks for the sub, Thailand Love. Thanks for the sub, bro. Appreciate it. Yamcha. Yamcha is here. Actually, here. I don't know where to put Yamcha. Shit. Actually, I like Yamcha over Tinkahan. Okay, so the reason why I put Yamcha so high now is they fixed his damage problem. Yo, what's up, Mega? What's good? Just going over, just working on my Krillin synergy tier list. I think if you just showed up, you missed out on a lot. But I'll definitely go over everybody. Was this the stream that I promised not to miss? Yeah, man, you kept your promise. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. And it was a good stream to keep in mind here. I'm going over a lot of tech here. Alright, so Yamcha. So Yamcha, they fixed his one of his 2 problems. His damage being low. And also, actually 3 problems. His meter gain and damage got buffed. So Krillin and Yamcha are very, very damaging shell. And then also, he can actually set up Krillin's level 3 in the corner with a very specific Spirit Ball route. I'm not 100% sure on the route because I haven't labbed it that much, but I know it exists. So Yamcha does have the ability to set up Krillin with his level 3. I don't know if it works mid-screen, but I know it works in the corner. So him having that kind of fits him within this like Broly lab code tier of in the corner, but also, you know, high damage or high mix potential. Yamcha is still reactable with its EX Wolf Fang, so you have to keep your offense very, very layered with this character, which innately isn't a bad thing, but when you're dealing with characters like this, that literally gives you only 2 choices, high, low, and DR. Yamcha has to layer it way more higher than these characters. So that's kind of an issue. But, you know, if you know how to layer your offense, Yamcha can do a lot of work with Krillin. So I definitely think Yamcha is very strong right now. And then also Yamcha can work anywhere on the team. He can be a point, middle, or anchor. So that helps out with the team's flexibility. So Oh, God, I had to crack my back for a second there. Whew, I've been going at this for a while. Ah, my back. Alright, so, yeah, that's Yamcha. Yamcha's good. SSJ for Gogeta. So, this character, I'm gonna say straight up, I kinda underestimated. I know that he can get 2 charges per combo with Krillin's Aces. But he doesn't set up the level 3, which is an issue. But the amount of degenerate ass shit you can do with SSJ4 and Krillin A is like, it kind of makes up for it. And you're basically trading Krillin's level 3 Oki for Gogeta's instant kill. That's the trade-off. So, it's not a horrible trade-off, but it's definitely something to be wary about. But once again, if you're running a team like Gogeta, Krillin 16, Gogeta, Krillin, SSJ, Gogeta, Krillin, Broly, or Yamcha, or Baby, you can always at least get 1 instant kill per match. Like, it's almost guaranteed if you know your routes. So, I definitely do think this Gogeta and Krillin can work. I definitely think it's a good shell. But the fact that there's no level 3 Oki is definitely something to note. And then also, Gogeta is a very good point character. Probably one of the best in the game. How did I underestimate the monkey and didn't lose his insta-kill cause can't do it in practice? Well, the thing is when I first did my tier list, I knew he could set up the instant kill, but I just wasn't like fully convinced about. Like, here's the thing, most of it carries from the character's strength itself, right? If Gogeta himself was a weaker character but still had the instant kill, like, he would probably be like down here. Like, if his 5M wasn't cracked, if he didn't have his tackle, like, if he didn't have a DP, like, certain stuff that Gogeta has just makes him innately better as a character. But like I said, you're trading his Krillin's level 3 for an instant kill, and depending on how you play Dragon Ball, it can either be a benefit or a detriment. So Gogeta Krillin is definitely a play style more than anything. It's definitely a play style rather than a shell. And then how do you you're asking how to do it in training mode? Basically, you do a combo with Gogeta. We do, like, for example, we do light, medium, call Krillin, and then do charge 1. Rock will hit him, and then you hit, I think you hit 6H. The second rock will hit, and then you do another charge, and then you finish your combo. At least I think that's how you do it. I'm thinking it from memory right now. But I think that's how you do it. I don't play SSJ4 too often, so it's literally just from memory. But if you connect both rocks in one combo string, you can get 2 charges, basically. Okay, so now we're going on to the don't recommend slot. So Piccolo is still going to stay here. The main issue with Piccolo is that his best assist is a Ki Blast assist. So once again, with Krillin's neutral specifically, you have to be more patient if you want to fully optimize it. And Piccolo A assist already makes you patient by nature. So being doubly patient with no way to cover yourself other than 2H is not that good. Krillin does have a beam, so if you like do Piccolo A beam and they try to super dash you, that'll catch them. But it's not oppressive like how Broly is, right? Broly can literally snipe you out of your Ki Blast if you try to zone Piccolo. Like Krillin can't do that unless he overcommits to a beam, which you can punish. So Piccolo is, and he also fights for the mid spot. Piccolo doesn't want to be a point or an anchor. He wants to be in the middle, which is what Krillin wants to be. So they're both fighting for the exact same slot. And then Piccolo is also very meter hungry as well, which doesn't help Krillin at all. And there's no level 3 Oki. So I don't recommend Piccolo for Krillin specific teams. If you just want to run Piccolo and Krillin because you like the two characters, you could definitely get far with the shell, but you're definitely not gonna bring out the best out of any of those two characters running them together. You're just gonna get by with basics. So yeah, Piccolo doesn't change at all. Frieza. Here, yeah, Frieza's weird. His assists aren't good like at all for any character in the game. I don't think there's a single character in the game where you could argue Frieza's assists, any of them are good for anybody. So that's definitely an issue. But Frieza can set up Krillin's level 3. It's noticeably weaker than the other characters. I can say that for sure. But it definitely does exist. But that's about it. Like, Frieza is fine. Frieza doesn't really, like, do anything special, like, at all. And then the fact that his assists aren't good. Like, if his assists were good, I'd probably put Frieza, like, here. Probably. But he just doesn't contribute to the team when he's on the bench. And that really hurts. That really hurts the team. So, once again, all these characters can work with Krillin in some capacity, but I just don't think Krillin Frieza is too great. But yeah, that's Frieza. Nothing really else to say. Janemba, I'd probably put him here. Actually, here. I put him there. The main reason is I definitely underestimated his assists. All three of his assists are good. His A assist tracks anywhere on screen, so that makes Solar Flare plus assist a real threat. It is a Ki Blast assist, so they can super dash in the middle of it. But if you know how to time it, you can actually meaty the super dash with Solar Flare, or because of the fast recovery of Solar Flare, you can actually 2H if you know the timing. So you definitely work around that. Janemba's B assist is also good. Very fast. Has a decent good hitbox. Hits about like half the screen on the ground. And then good enough block stun to where you can use it in block strings and be fine. To my knowledge, this is to my knowledge because I'm not a Janemba player, he doesn't set up Janemba's level 3 mix. I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. But from what I know, Janemba doesn't get his left-right 50-50s from Krillin DHC. If there are any Janemba players that can let me know if he does or not, but if he does get level 3 Oki from Krillin Janemba, he probably goes like here. but for now, I think he's here. I just don't know if Janemba gets his level 3 from Krillin. I know Krillin doesn't get anything from Janemba, which is what makes him so low. But you could definitely make it work. You could definitely make it work. I've seen a lot of teams with like point character, mid Krillin, and then anchor Janemba. So I definitely seen this shell work. It's just, you know, not the strongest it could be, you know. So yeah, Janemba. Trunksu. Trunks. Kier. At best, I can't see him any higher than that. His flip changes definitely helped. And that's about it. Like, he does. I mean, to be fair, Trunks does help Krillin in neutral. Both of his assists really does help Krillin in neutral. And that's actually all I can say about Trunks. Once again, I'm not a Trunks player specifically, so all of this stuff is from the top of my head. But for now, I don't really see Trunks any higher than the rest of these characters right now. I do know there's one route that he can actually get the Forbidden level 3 mix, and that's if you end a combo with Dragon Rush, and you change the future into Trunks level 1. The level 1 will actually push the opponent high enough to where you can actually get the mix up. But from what I labbed when I found this out, it only works on medium scaled combos, and you can't really do any advanced like flip combos because the hit stun will be way too low for change the future to work. So the level 3 Oki exists, but you kind of have to nerf your damage and routes to get it. And when that's an issue, it's like I can't really say he's a good pick for Krillin. I can't say he's good. Like, he's basic, but he's not good. And the only reason why I have him higher than Bardock is because Trunks helps Krillin in neutral, where Bardock does not. So yeah, I don't really recommend Trunks too much, but you can kind of get away with it. You can kind of get away with it. Alright. Cooler. He's a weird pick. He doesn't have any level 3 Oki. Damage can be high. He works with Krillin's A assist pretty well. Since he's not a mix-up character, he doesn't rely on block stun to do what he does. Even though it does help him, help Cooler to have a lot of block stun, but it's not required for him to work. So I'd probably put Cooler here, higher than Piccolo, because his beat assist does help Krillin in neutral. You know, it's his 3H, so it'll go through projectiles. You can easily confirm off of it. Damage is okay with this team. But other than that, there's really nothing to write home about. It's just an okay shell. I can't really see him higher than this. I mean, you can kind of make the argument that he should be here. Well, actually, yeah, I could see that argument, actually. Because Cooler's OTG is actually a good change. So if, like, you end a combo with Cooler, you do his OTG, tag in Krillin, and then do your combo, Vanish level 3, and then you could get Oki from it. So I can see it working. But I can't really say he's good. It's like Trunks. It's just basic. It's okay. You can run Cooler and Krillin. It's fine, but it's not gonna be anything special, like, at all. And also, I probably only recommend B assist for Cooler. I don't really think A really helps him out that much. But, you know, it's Cooler's just okay. It's just okay. Alright, Videl. Videl goes way, way higher. Probably. Do I think she's here? Actually, I'm gonna put her here. The only reason why she's not in the best tier, and Muffin might get mad at this, but the fact that you have to nerf your routes with Videl in order to get it, because you can't do any rejumps. You have to save your smash in order to get it, so you can get the Rekka link. But if you're in the, but then again, Videl is really good at moving to the corner, because you can do Rekka into her kick special move, and then that pretty much takes you from mid screen to the corner. So actually, I might put her in best. No, actually no, because I like S Broly's assist more than Videl's assist. And then Broly is way easier when in terms of setting up Krillin. But she's definitely really good for Krillin. I just think her very specific routes and then her assists kind of fumbles the team. But if you know Videl's routes, like you can definitely do some damage, and then you can use Krillin's rejumps to compensate for Videl's nerfed combos to make up for it. So Broly and Videl is a coin flip, honestly. It's a coin flip. But I think I like Broly being slightly, and I mean very, very slightly higher than sorry. I see Broly slightly better than Videl. It's like a little increment better. And that's because of his assist spread. It's just better. That is literally it. Both of these characters do a really good job at setting up Krillin. And Broly has damage, obviously. But Videl, you kind of have to know your routes. She doesn't just shit damage like Broly can. So, if you max out Videl's potential, she's probably like here. Maybe here, actually. But averagely, she's like here. On average. I don't think that's too out of place. I don't think that's too out of place to say that Videl is. She's up there. She's up there. Goku Black. Goku Black, basic. He has a beam assist, so naturally that would help out Krillin's neutral. Other than that, Goku Black brings nothing unique to the team. The only thing that really changed about Goku Black in this shell is his EX orb change, or EX teleport change. Is with Krillin's B assist, you can actually set up left-right mix-up with him. So it is reflectable. It's not a true 50-50, like innately, but it's still a good option for Goku Black. But no level 3 synergy. Combos are very limited with Goku Black because his routing isn't good. And then also his special tech synergy isn't good at all. And that's really about it. It's Goku Black is basic by nature. It's just that they just built this character to not, like he could easily set up Krillin's level 3 Oki if you were able to DHC while Goku Black is throwing the the key needles, if you were to able to DHC at that point, then Goku Black would like easily be like here, but he can't, so he's down here. His other super was Zamasu, travels to the ground way too fast, so you can't set it up with that super. He does help Krillin in neutral with his beam assist, but other than that, it's nothing special at all. Yeah, it's nothing special. Is Krillin, Lab Coat 21, and Evil 21 a good team? Yes, it is. I would run Lab Coat 21 point though. This is just me. I think Krillin is at his best when he's a mid character, and Lab Coat, both 21s can set up Krillin in the corner. So I would say at least have one of them as your point character, so you can always have that as an option. Because if you're running Krillin point, you don't have that option. So I'd say Lab Coat, Krillin, and then Evil 21 or Majin 21. That's a good team. And then finally we have Ginyu. Ginyu is a full ass anomaly. I have no idea where to place Ginyu. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this character. All I do know is that his Ginyu Force calls cannot be zoned anymore. So that makes him cracked out as fuck. But I have no idea if... I know he doesn't set up Krillin's level 3. I know that for sure. But I don't... Like, is the character himself good enough to push him higher? And I have no idea. Probably so. Because Ginyu's Ginyu Force calls adds a lot of damage to his combos. So Ginyu can easily hit like 4k per combo and easily 2-touch you. Like, I've seen it happen a lot. But also Krillin does set up Ginyu's body change very easily. So he's probably like here. Well, actually no. I'd say about here, actually. The body change is definitely a buff to Ginyu, but I don't think, and also his assists aren't that unique. Well, I shouldn't say unique. I should say good for Krillin. His tackle assist, I don't think it's projectile invul, so it doesn't really help him in neutral that much. It can work in block strings, and then his B assist is problematic because you have to know which Ginyu Force calls Ginyu is using, so it's problematic. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So yeah, this changed a lot from what I had before. Alright, so let me get my original tier list. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second while I get my original tier list so we can compare and contrast. Let's see. Tier list. And then Krillin Synergy. Okay. So, alright, so this is my current tier list. So, at the top, we have Vegito 16, Gogeta Blue, Base Vegeta, Kid Buu, Android 18, Super Baby 2, SSJ Goku, Kefla, and Master Roshi. Next we have Dragon Ball Super Broly, Videl, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Beerus, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Lab Coat 21, Broly, Yamcha, Teen Gohan, Cell, Jiren, Majin 21, Blue Goku, Hit, Nappa, Majin Buu, and UI Goku. Good tier, we have SSJ4 Gogeta, Base Goku, Zamasu, Tien, Janemba, Android 17, Ginyu, Gotenks, and Adult Gohan. Basic tier, we have Trunks, Cooler, Goku Black, Bardock, GT, and Frieza. And then the last character for Don't Recommend is Piccolo. So that is my current updated Krillin tier list. Krillin Synergy tier list, sorry. So before, well actually let me bring up my other tier list. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so this is my previous tier list. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. So that's what my previous tier list looked like. So it's definitely a lot different than what it was before. A lot of characters moved up from out of Don't Recommend, because I do think Krillin is a flexible character. There isn't really a lot of characters that I would say, yeah, do not run Krillin with this character. Like Piccolo, for example. Piccolo is a character I would say do not run with Krillin at all. I don't think that shell works. It just conflicts too much with each other, and you're not gonna feel like the team is strong enough unless you run. Can you explain Krillin's Oki? Yes, I can. So what I mean by Krillin Oki is Krillin. Alright, so here's how I explain it. Krillin's Oki works in two parts. Krillin's Oki is part one is the beam itself, and then part two is the aftermath cloud. So if I bring up my Krillin guide, let me bring that up. Just gonna mute that. Okay, so if you look at this combo right here with Base Goku, so here is the beam part. That's the beam, and then the cloud afterwards. So the level 3 is two parts, and the second part is the important part. You can actually change where the second part lands. So if you do certain DHCs, you can push the cloud closer to yourself, and then with other DHCs, you can push them farther away. And height also matters as well. If you push them high into the air, if the character and the cloud hit the ground at the same time, your Oki time will increase because Krillin has recovered faster than the cloud did. So that allows you to get higher chances for mix-up. So as you can see with SSJ, two parts, there's the beam, and then the second part is the cloud. So as you can see, Krillin is a lot closer to Cell. And then Goku's going to do this combo. There's two parts, there's the beam, and then there's the cloud. So as you can see, Krillin recovered faster than Cell could get up, which allows him for a better Oki time. So as you can see from the video, it gave him plus 74 frames of Oki. So you can do like high-low, side switch, stuff like that. And this video is still viable. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I went over everybody in the game. That gives them Where's another good example? Let's see. Oh yeah, since you're running lab code and Majin, I can actually show you what their setups look like. So where is Android 21? Alright, so here's Majin 21 setups. So as you can see, because the level 1 pushed the opponent higher up into the air, the cloud of the level 3 pushed them down so you can get more Oki time. And then the same thing with lab code. This setup, I think you have to moon jump in order for it to work. Because they're not exactly full screen, but they're not close enough. So I'm pretty sure you have to moon jump that for the mix to work. But this one, the corner route, is the same thing as normal. 51 Oki time, definitely a lot of time before you do high-low stuff. So yeah, if you're running the two 21s, those are the Oki setups I recommend. Just a heads up, with Majin 21, you have to specifically do dive. Don't do grab, steal, into dive, because it won't work. If you want to do it, just do combo into dive and then DHC. Don't do grab first, because 21 will travel down along with the level 1. So yeah, if you want to learn all the setups, I have a Krillin guide playlist, which goes over pretty much everything that I talk about Krillin with. I still need to work on some more Oki setup guides, but yeah. Yeah, no problem, dude. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, previous tier list. So there's a lot of changes. A lot of great characters went to best. A lot of best went to great. Some good characters got shuffled around. Some basic characters went up to good. And there's basically nobody in Don't Recommend. It's really just Piccolo at this point. So I definitely like this tier list more than my other one. But it also has things to do with the last patch that released. Because when I made that video, the latest patch wasn't out yet. And so it did change some characters around and made them better or worse. So that's my tier list. So let's see. Dang, we've been doing this for 2 hours? Good lord. Alright, so I think I might do Melty for like an hour or so. But before we do that, anybody got any questions for me before we move on? I think I might stay here for like 10 minutes, just answering questions if anybody have any questions or want me to move characters up or down a little bit. So anybody got any questions for me or any recommendations or anything like that while we are still here? If someone saw this text list without context, I mean, I don't think this list is bad at all. Me personally, I think everyone's pretty accurate. I mean, the thing is, there is definitely a lot of wiggle room with this tier list. Definitely a lot of wiggle room. Like, you can definitely make the argument that, like, Videl could be in best tier, Broly could be in best tier, Lab Coat could be higher, like, UI could be higher. Like, there's definitely a lot of flexibility with this tier list. I don't think it's too inaccurate. Especially as a Krillin main myself, I know what characters need in order to make Krillin work at his best. So, yo, what's up, Dash? Bro, when are we getting our matches again, bro? I've been itching for a fight. We gotta throw some hands at some point, dude. We gotta throw some hands. If someone saw this and not know it's a Krillin, oh, yeah. If someone thought I was like talking about like the game in general, bro, Krillin's definitively the best character in the game, bro. Holy shit. I wish, shit. I am not joking when I tell you that every character I have mained in fighting games have either become low tier or they were low tier to begin with. Like, literally every single character. Like, all the characters I've mained have never been top tiers. I don't know why. I don't know why this keeps happening, but the characters I play just don't become top tiers, like, at all. It's sad. You don't know, just waiting for your day off. You're gonna be passed out past 12, yeah. I'm not gonna stay up that late, dude. I don't know, bro. I get it, you gotta grind out, but damn, bro, 7 days a week, dude. Come on now. I know your grind can't be that hard. Like, bro. But you do you. I ain't judging. But still. It's just insane to me. I can't do 7 days a week. I would literally go fucking insane. I would literally go insane. I am not joking. I could not do it. Alright, so we're just gonna let it sit here for like another 5 minutes or so. And if anybody has any questions for me, gotta get that money. I agree. I understand. I completely understand. I've just, for me personally, bro's working tirelessly, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. I respect my time as a human being. I cannot spend literally like half my day at my job constantly. I cannot do it. I value my time way higher than that. Because no amount of money is going to make up for lost time. No amount of money is going to do that. Some amount of money is just not worth it to me. You don't be asleep until like 2 or 3, and you wake up at 7, try to stream. Yeah, bro, I couldn't do it. You're a real trooper. You'd be ready for a war if it broke out, dude. If I was here, I'd understand. No, I get it that you have to, you have to pay to keep your, like, to stay stable. I get it, but shit, I don't know, dog. It's like, goddamn. I don't know. I'm not in your shoes, so I can't tell you how to feel. But for me personally, like I like no matter how bad it gets, I can't do it. I can't. I legit could not do it. I value time way more than that. Cause you can always make an extra buck, but you cannot get the minutes and hours from a day. You cannot get that back. You cannot get that back, no matter what. You can always make money, but you can't always make time. You learned another lab coat rejump? That's lit, bro. Oh, that's lit. Bro, lab coat is boring to me now. I don't want to play her anymore. He's mad boring. They nerfed her, rightfully so, but they took out all the cool shit she had, and now she's boring to play. I don't like playing her anymore. Like, all of her stomp loops are freaking gone, and they took out her level 1 to level 1 shit. Like, she is so boring to play now. Because literally all of her combos look exactly the same, and her neutral is fucking obnoxious and not fun to use. Like, she's just mad boring now. No, she can still do stomp loops, but because of the nerfed damage, it's never going to compare to the basic B&B. Like, never. The damage is not comparable anymore. It's literally you have no reason to do stomp loops with her anymore. None. Yeah, they nerfed the damage, so you don't have to do them. And the meter gain's not better. Like, there's no reason to do stomp loops anymore. Like, you can do the basic Dragon Ball B&B and it'll still do so much higher. Like, it's literally no reason. And that freaking sucks. Like, Lab Coat is just actually boring now. Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright, let's see what time we got. Okay. Alright, so that is my Krillin Synergy tier list. You might drop Bardock. Why are you gonna drop Bardock? I thought Bardock was your boy. Also, you're not even playing Bardock optimally, bro. What the bro, when I was rewatching our matches from the other day, bro, your Bardock needs a lot more training, bro. You didn't use Tyrant Lancer once against me. Like, bro, when I rewatched it, I was like, bro, this nigga didn't even try to use it once on me. That's crazy. Bro, Tyrant Lancer is like the core of Bardock outside of his lariats. Like, you gut punch them, you get free plus frames. Like, bro. And also, you didn't try to force any class situations with me. Like, if you do 6M and do, yeah, the thing about, like, your Bardock is I think your team can work. I think it's good, but you just have to utilize the kits of the characters more. Like, you didn't use Bardock's Tyrant Lancer, his Rebellion Spear, in class situations. You didn't use that at all. Some of your routing needs work too. You got the blue Goku loops. But your Bardock combos need a little work. And then you ran Lab Coat too. And Lab Coat's combos are just easy as fuck now, so. But yeah, your routing could be better. But yeah, Bardock is definitely. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's rated pretty fairly by a lot of players, but saying he's straight up a bad character is not accurate. He definitely has a lot of good stuff about him. Dashy just sub? I'm pretty sure Dash always been a sub, right? From the beginning. No, you got a good decent amount of loops down, bro. In our video, it was like you did it like 70% of the time. Like you were getting it. There are legit times where I dropped my own combos and you literally just did Goku loops on me. I'm like, how the hell are you doing those loops and I can't do Krillin's loops? Like, what the fuck? Alright, I think that's it for... I think it's gonna be it for my tier list for now. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Melty Blood. It might take a little bit of time because I have to set everything up, but it shouldn't be that long. So I'll still be here on the mic, but you won't see anything on the screen. So let me switch things up, and yeah. So if you guys still got any more questions for me or just want to chat, then, you know, I'm still here. You learned the Broly re-jump? Good shit. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Alright, we got Melty Blood in the house, y'all. Alright, so how does the screen look? Everything look okay, guys? Alright, let's get the controller out. Am I using Elgato? Yes, sir. I got a new PC like 2-3 weeks ago. So now I'm able to use my Elgato. Cause I've had an Elgato for like, I had it for like a year, maybe like a year and a half or so. But I could never use it because my freaking computer, my other computer couldn't handle it. So I had to upgrade my PC. Or just get a new one. And so now I'm able to use it. I actually know Noel combos now. You know, that's good. I just need to learn how to confirm. I kind of wanted to stream Dragon Ball today, but streaming it on PC is kind of it kind of makes the whole thing lag. So I probably just need to adjust some settings and then I can use it. Is this game fun? Yes, I agree. No, I agree. Yes, this Melty Blood is fun. If you like Dragon Ball, it probably won't take long to figure out the basics, but learning the system mechanics can take you a while to get. Shield is something you're gonna have to get used to. Moon Drive. And this Astral Heat is pretty much your sparking blast of the game. But your moon gauge and moon skills and stuff like that are gonna be probably gonna be something to get used to. Because they're like EX moves, but they're not EX moves. You know, you have your light, medium, heavy moves, but then you also have these moves, which are kind of like EX moves, but like with a different meter. So, you know, you can get into it nice, but you have to get used to system mechanics mostly. Also, if you don't like forced RPS through system mechanics, you're probably not gonna like this game. Because a lot of the defense around this game is focused around shield, and so if you don't want to like keep worrying about shield, you're probably not gonna like this game. So just keep that in mind. If you do want to try this game out, just know that this is a full RPS system mechanic. You believe you touched the multiverses once and Skullgirls once? I mean, those games play completely differently than those games. Honestly, I don't think Multiverses is a good game. I don't like it anymore. I legit do not like Multiverses. And then I love Skullgirls. But Multiverses, nah, you can keep that shit. The game sucks. Kinda wish I hadn't spent money on it. I mean, yeah, you can't change the past, but, you know. Gotta make the best of it, you know? You haven't played MK in like 6 months. I heard they stopped support for the game, so I don't blame you. You want MK12 already? That whole ass mood, brother. Whole ass mood. Down, 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 down. Point. Point. I do 2B again. I should probably take the 2B out. Wait, grab afterwards. Bum bum ba dum dum dum. Da da dum da 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 dum. No, actually, let's see. I'm pretty sure you can side switch that. Oops. Whoops. Okay, that's a shoestring. I'm pretty sure I can air dash after that. Whoops. Whoops. Dang it, messed up. Okay, so how do I get to cross up? Whoops. Maybe... Be honest with you, is your defense and fighters getting better? Dash, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Defense on PS4, Dragon Ball, is almost impossible. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. And I can say this through experience because I've played PC fighters. I don't know if you've been on the channel or not, but I played Tech on PC the other day, and the difference between input delay is so vast that like I'm just convinced that playing defense on PS4 is like you have to be like a top level player in order for it to work, because like bro, just even Tekken DR was like 100 times better on PC than PS4. It's actually that much of a difference. Like, it's actually crazy. PS4 specifically, I guess it's better, but literally almost everything feels like a 50-50 on PS4. So it's like you're guessing most of the time. I'm just convinced that PS4 is like, I don't know, dude. Like, if you're playing PS4 Dragon Ball, you're not there to block. You're just not there to block anything. But, you know, since last time, I would say yes, because the last time we fought, other than the last set, was like months ago. So it definitely got better, but you know, PS4 Dragon Ball isn't made for defense. It's definitely not made for defense. Yeah, PC is definitely the best way to go. Definitely the best way to go. Especially with rollback coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's not coming to PS4 innately. So that's you know, that's one of the reasons why I got the PC version, because the PC version is gonna get rollback. The PS4 isn't. I think what they meant by upgrade is the PS4 version on the PS5 will be updated, and not the PS4 version itself. That's what I heard from the other people in the fighters community. So yeah, PS4 itself isn't getting rollback. So, you know, if you're able to switch to PS5 or PC, then do it. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Everything is PC only. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you can play Melty Blood and Skullgirls on PS4 and be fine. It's just that the communities on that are kind of rare, especially in Skullgirls. Like you're not finding random people in matchmaking on Skullgirls on PS4. You're gonna have to look for them. Melty Blood is a little bit easier. You can definitely find some matches on here. But it's not like Dragon Ball where people are just playing this game like 24/7. I could probably find some people on here. I don't really feel like playing matches right now because I was freaking doing a freaking tier list for 2 hours. So yeah, there's people playing this game on PS4, so it's not that bad. But you know, it's not like Dragon Ball where, you know, there's tons and tons of people playing it. Alright, you gotta leave? Alright, Dash. I'll see you soon, bro. I'll be waiting for that run back too, whenever you get a day off or something like that. Alright. Time to hit the lab again. Whoops. That is not the lab. Oh, they also got story modes, huh? Oh wait, they got second? They got 2 story modes, huh? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to go through all these I'm gonna have to go through all these once in a while. Because I'm actually curious about these. I just don't have enough patience to play through everybody's, but, you know, I'll do them sooner or later. I might make that a stream, actually. Whoopsie. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's all one string, right? Yeah, that's all one string. Oops. Actually, won't JC work? Yeah, JC would work. Oops. Bump, bump. Boink. Oops. Boink, boink. Ah, okay, so with JC, it gets me more blocks done. So this is pretty much auto timed. Ah. Okay. Whoopsie. Wait, can I instant air dash that? Let's see. Whoopsie. Yeah, I can instant air dash there. Actually, can I? Ah, wait, what's her DP? Dead Apostle, Noel. Command list. Dead Apostle Noel. Ain't her 2-2 series? Dazzling Ego. Or Echo. Alright, so it's 2-2, I think it is. Or maybe not. What's her DP? Whoops. Can be jump cancelled. That's a moon skill. A version can be jump cancelled only when you deal damage. Okay, that's not it. Cancel. Wait, does she even have a DP? That's not it. Okay, so that's her DP. So it is... Is 623. 623B. 6-2... Okay, I think that's it. Alright, there we go. Dang, she's safe after that? Oh, that's kind of sick. Oh, my moon drive one isn't invincible? Oops. Oh god. It's so far away. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Whoopsie. Oh wow, I can't punish her for that? Oh, you know what I can do? I could probably 3C it. Well, not 3C, 3 moon jive. This one. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, you can punch with that. It's actually kind of sick. Oh god. I definitely had a lot of fun doing that tier list. I think I might do another one in the next stream. There's 2 more tier lists that I really want to make. The next one I want to make is the Blue Vegeta one, because I still haven't done it because of all the other stuff I had to do. And then the position tier list, like who's the best point, middle, anchor, midpoint, all that stuff. So I might do it in the next 2 streams, you know, spread it out. I still can't believe it took me 2 hours to do the Krillin one, good lord. That took a long ass time. Whoopsie. Dang it. So close. I forgot how to... There we go. I don't think she can cross up there, can she? Nah. Ugh. Oh god, ow. I dropped my mic, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I stretched a little bit too hard. I think I stretched a little bit too hard and my freaking mic fell off my goddamn stool. Ugh. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I had a lot of stuff to say about my Krillin tier list. So, I kind of don't have a lot of energy to keep training. And I don't really feel like playing matches right now. But, we're definitely gonna play some more in the future. But I think the next two streams, I'm going to be starting off with a tier list. One for Blue Vegeta, and then the other one with the positions. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do my Team Rose playthrough of Sonic Heroes. So, look forward to that. So I'm probably going to be doing that. And then the first part of this stream is going to be uploaded on Monday, hopefully. And then Tuesday will probably be my next stream, if everything works out. So, yeah, that's how we're going to do things. So, if you guys enjoyed your time here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everybody showing up and showing their support. Had a lot of fun doing my Krillin tier list again. And, yeah, hopefully we can keep this train going. So, you know, if you guys like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you always know for more stuff in the future. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Sayonara.